A hit away from the brand new #1 song in the USA, but first, slipping to #2 is last week's #1, Truly, Madly, Deeply by Savage Garden. Australia, that's Savage Garden with last week's #1 smash, Truly, Madly, Deeply. This week it falls to #2. And that means we're up to the brand new #1 song in the USA on American Top 40. It's by an Australian singer-songwriter who landed her first job at the tender age of 14. This showbiz veteran grew up in an Australian beach town where she says, quote, "It was only cool to have blonde hair and be a surfer chick." Well, she could surf all right, but her dad wouldn't let her bleach her black hair. Plus, she said she had tons of ambition, more than her 3 sisters and her parents combined. As a result, this young singer always thought of herself as, quote, different. But this difference turned out to be a good thing for the talented teenager, because instead of spending all of her time at the beach, she channeled her ambition into music and dance. As a 13-year-old, she was taking dance classes 6 nights a week. And at 14, her hard work started paying off. That's when she signed with her first entertainment agent. Soon after, she scored her first job, a commercial that appeared on Japanese television. The commercial, which was for Bubblicious Bubblegum, featured the spunky Australian as a character called the Pineapple Princess. And that put her on the fast track to stardom. She landed a role on the popular Australian soap opera Neighbours, and later pursued a singing career. And this week, her star continues to rise because her debut smash is now the biggest hit in the land. The brand new #1 song in the USA on American Top 40 is Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. #1 song in the USA on American Top 40, Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. And there you have them. The 40 biggest hits on the pop chart is determined by Radio and Records, the industry's #1 newspaper. American Top 40 is produced in Hollywood. If you have a question for us or a long-distance dedication, you can write us at American Top 40, P.O. Box 1110, Hollywood, California, 90028. Or you can email us at kc1110@aol.com. American Top 40 is a production of AM/FM Radio Networks, a division of Chancellor Media. Produced by Lori Crimmy. Our staff includes Meryl Schindler, Gonzalo Venecia, Bill Strom, and Carrie Kasem. Production and engineering by Michael Cooper with Daryl Carter and Joe DiAugustine for Brandon Diamore Productions. My name's Casey Kasem. Join me next week when once again we'll count down all the biggest hits in the USA. Till then, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Is Classic American Top 40 with Casey Kasem, counting down the hits of the 90s and 2000s, all commercial free. To catch countdowns from the 70s and 80s, just search Casey Kasem on the free iHeartRadio app. Now here's more Classic American Top 40 with Casey Kasem on iHeartRadio.
And now the Premier Radio Networks presents American Top 40 with Casey Kasem.
American Top 40. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, #1.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to American Top 40. I'm Casey Kasem, and I'm all set to count down the 40 biggest hits on the pop chart. Well, we have 3 big debuts this week, including a brand new song from Samantha Mumba. But before we start to count them down, let's recap last week's top 3. At #3, All or Nothing by O-Town. At #2, Hit 'Em Up Style by Blue Cantrell. And at #1 for the first week, Let Me Blow Your Mind by Eve featuring Gwen Stefani. Now, can Eve and Gwen hang on to #1 for a second big week? Only one way to find out. Let the countdown begin.
#40.
Getting It Started is the first of this week's 3 debuts. It's by the Irish performer Samantha Mumba, and it's the latest hit from her album Gotta Tell Ya. Here's Samantha Mumba with Don't Need You to Tell Me I'm Pretty.